Gary, did you buy a new camera? What did you get? Why did you get such a big camera for, Jerry? It's bigger than you. Jerry, what did you buy? You finally went full frame, Jerry. Yeah, it's a beauty too. Testing 1, 2, 3 of the boom mic. Again, face detect. Just gonna wait until it can't see. I'm looking in the mirror. Okay. Hopefully the face detect is a bit slow. Jerry, help me. Canon 5D Mark II video test. This is the camera that changed YouTube. Well, it elevated YouTube into the next generation because it had 1080p. I think it's one of the first cameras that had 1080p and 24 frames per second, and it was kind of affordable because remember, I'm 16 years late to the picture here. But apparently this camera was the camera that changed everything because image quality 21 megapixels, but mainly for YouTube side of things, the video was 1080p, which had never been done before. So everything before that was just 720 cats and dogs, which seemed to be what YouTube was all about. But then in 2008, 2009, 2010, content creators started coming through, you know, with better quality. So the reason why I bought it was just to get it to see what full frame was all about, and it's pretty affordable. I got this plus the big body attachment at the bottom for $400, plus the lens, the kit lens, the 28 to 40, 28 to 90, 28 to 80. So I bought a 50mm lens, nifty 50. This is brand new from DigiDirect, 1.8. That's pretty cool. Am I still in focus? I can't see because there's no flippy, and rather than going and buying the R5 or the Sony A7 IV or whatever, I just thought I'd try it out. The guy had it for $700, but I was the only bidder and got it for $400. So with the lens and the attachment, the battery attachment, bargain. So I did a bit of a clean up on it, and it turned out pretty good. It's a behemoth. That's for sure. It's bigger than Jerry's head. Jerry, I'm trying to get it in focus. Is it in focus? Yes. Alright, let's go for a photo walk and test it out. G'day, how's it going? Finally bought one, full frame. It's a beauty. It's the Canon 5D Mark II. I always wanted a full frame, and I just wanted to see what the difference was. I mean, obviously I know what the difference is because I own a film camera, and actually the film camera that I do own, the lens fits this because it's an EF from the 90s, late 90s, the Canon 500N. I tell you what, the whole Canon series is so confusing. EF, EFS, now there's RF, then there's the FDs. I don't know what the hell's going on. I'm so used to Micro Four Thirds where it's just one mount. But this is the Canon 5D Mark II full frame camera, DSLR. So, hey Jerry, where are you? Now, why did I buy it? Well, I wanted to try out a full frame camera, just for the hell of it, just to see what I'm missing out on, because everyone talks about full frame. So I thought I'll get a full frame camera. Like I said, I already had a full frame camera. I had a film camera, but you know what I mean. So this is the behemoth here. I tell you what, bloody, it's big, it's bulky, but it's actually pretty light when you think of it. And it fits awesome in the hand. It's quite light actually. Yeah, it is. Hey Jerry, huh? Yeah. So I mean, that's obviously with a small lens on there. The kit lens that I got with it, it's the 28 so that's the other thing. Now my brain is stuck on micro four thirds. You know, it's not hard, you just double it, but every time I think of the focal length, I get confused a bit. I just got to rewire my brain to the real focal length. The, what do they call it? The equivalent focal length, which is the full frame. It's the standard. It's the American standard. So I got the 50mm. I bought this just yesterday. It's the new 50mm EF. So I got it brand new. It's not a second hand. And that's not too bad. It's 1.8. So, like but going back to what I was saying, it's light. I mean, it's not you know, light, but it's light enough that you can carry it around. It's probably as heavy as my EM1 Mark II with a small lens. But I can see if you put a massive lens on there, yeah, it'll get you know, it'll get heavy. What was I saying, Jerry? I don't know how many shutter counts it's got, but I don't really care. I mean, I'm only going to be using it here and there just for, you know, so far so good. I really love the photos out of it. Now the main thing coming from micro four thirds, it's just the depth of field is just unreal. I mean, it really is about just depth of field, for me anyway. I think a lot of people say it's the noise is better on full frame, but I don't really care about that. It's more, well, mainly I don't even really notice it. Bloody hell. But it's, where am I? It's the depth of field, which I really noticed a lot. So, what's this dickhead doing? Oh, for fuck's sakes. Pick the right lane. So anyway, Jerry, oi. Jerry, this way. I like this. Jerry, look at this one. This alleyway here, it's my favourite alleyway in Parramatta, not for photography. Jerry, where are you going? Bloody hell, Jerry, you're always tangling. Because this alleyway, I used to have a coffee shop here, it's gone now, but I like these old forgotten alleyways that no one goes down anymore. So I'm just taking my 5D Mark II full frame. Okay, so I've abandoned all you micro four third losers for the 5D Mark II. Jerry, always tugging on the so yes, no, I haven't really abandoned the micro four third cameras. I've just done an experiment for $400. I've bought myself a full frame 16-year-old camera. Anyway, that's the 5D Mark II. It was the camera that changed the world, well, changed YouTube forever, apparently. Yeah, the camera that changed YouTube forever. I think it was mainly because the 1080p and the 21 megapixels that a lot of content creators went all goo-goo over it. But it was, looking back at 2008, it probably was one of the pinnacle moments in technology for the average consumer anyway, at that price point. That's what I read anyway. Jerry, let's go have a little sit and we'll talk about it. So the main thing I noticed from Micro Four Thirds is really the depth of field. I mean, that's the only thing I've really noticed the most. Noise wise, that they say it's better in noise and all that, I really haven't noticed. I mean, it's really just the depth of field. It's like full on, it's chalk and cheese, especially with portraits. Now the 50mm that I bought is 1.8, so I'm going to test that out today. I only got it yesterday. That's a new lens. It's a new lens, EF mount. So I was just getting my head around all these bloody Canon lenses. There's so many different versions. I'm scared if I get the wrong version for APC or I think it's just EF and EFS, and don't get the RF because that's the new one. But then they've got all the old ones, FD and shit. You just got to really concentrate. With Micro Four Thirds, it was so easy. All you had to do was just pick Micro Four Thirds. Hey Jerry, and I tell you what, I'm really loving the DSLR. I really am. The DSLR is unreal. It's because it's always on, and there's no, you're looking through the mirror. And what you see is, the only thing obviously coming from mirrorless is what you see is what is not what you get. Especially with the exposure compensation. So I'm so used to just putting exposure compensation on mirrorless, and what you see is what you get. But with this, is what you see is not what you get, because it's a mirror, and the mirror flips up and exposes the sensor. So that's the only thing, the learning curve. Just got to be careful that make sure that your settings are right. But it's pretty easy. And I tell you what, the menu system, the dial at the front and the wheel at the back, that's all you really need. It's unreal. It's so cool. Jerry, let's go for a walk. It really, Jerry, it really is. It's so simple. 2008 technology. The 21 megapixels, but the controls are so simple, it's unreal. Even the bracketing's easy. I got to give it to Canon. They really do have a really good, easy, I mean, this is 2008 technology, but the menu system, the controls, it's really, really easy. So, and just the whole DSLR experience, I really love it. Because I never actually did DSLR. I did mirrorless first back in 2017. I went straight to mirrorless, so except for the film, I mean that was in the 90s. Who the hell remembers that? So really I'm a virgin DSLR mirror man. Yeah, so, and Jerry likes it. Jerry, do you like my new camera? Well, my old camera? This camera's older than you, Jerry. It is older than Jerry. I don't really have much more to say about it. It's just another camera, but it really is, from what I've done with Jerry in the park, it's good, and I really enjoy the full frame. Makes me want to buy the R5 now. Anyway, let's go take some photos around Parramatta. What do you think, Jerry? Hey, Jerry, you want to take some photos? Yeah, you take some photos. Jerry. Come on, we'll go walk around Parramatta and take some photos with the Canon 5D Mark II. Okay, there was some crazy guy who wanted to pat Jerry. I kind of let him pat her, then he kind of grabbed her. I don't know, these fucking street dickheads. I don't know, some hobo on the street. Lucky I quickly ran away. You got to be careful. Jerry's really kind, and you think people are kind out there, but there's some weirdos out there, I tell you. Anyway, what I'm thinking of, you see that horse? Let's go back. I need to zoom if I want to do this to get the right angle. But that horse and that building, what do you think, Jerry? Huh? Jerry, did that guy hurt you? Huh? He pinched you on the back there really hard. Arsehole. Alright, let me do this. Oh, then that bird too, that would have been awesome. I like the slow shutter sequential because what I do, I actually leave it on slow sequential shutter speed, because you can just press it once, take the photo, but there's enough time to let go. So, but then when you do need sequential fast shutter speed, then you can have it. You don't have to switch it or remember or have settings or anything. So that's I do it like that. I leave it on sequential shutter, and then I only press it once quickly just to get one shot in. But then when I want to do a burst, I do a burst. The other thing is I'm forever focusing and recomposing, because the focus points are only in the middle there, and it's not much, so I'm just focusing, recomposing. Any photos I took just for test. Remember, this is only a test. This is not an official photo walk. I've been watching that Tom Green podcast. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll do more with the Canon 5D Mark II full frame and my 50mm Nifty 50 1.8. I'll do more of it. This is just a test, remember. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.